Okay, well the good news
Well, I
is,
successfully insect blade for a hunt, so
yeah,
that
and I got
works.
the Fire Dragon Scale pluses that I needed for a Rathalos Greatsword.
Iconic greatsword,
It is. It's like the Greatsword.
pretty much.
Oh, but now I still need a Rathalos Ruby.
Okay, we can do that.
Pretty much everything else that I need on my wish list. Let's see. Required materials. The coins that I'll probably just never get now.
Ah, go
Zinogre,
on.
Jasper, Rathalos Ruby, Chameleos Gem, Teostra Gem, Golden Almudron Orb, Red Dragon Orb, Anjanath Gem. But I can get all of that stuff in G rank, and it'll drop easier.
Yeah, potentially.
And then
But
Apex
wait,
Venom
what
Spike.
monsters are these?
Zinogre, Rathalos, Chameleos, Teostra, Almudron.
I mean, we won't see them for a while in G rank.
Oh, no, absolutely not, but...
Yeah, the biggest complaints I was hearing about Sunbreak, especially like in the Polygon review, was you have to fight the same monsters a lot.
And you're
And
like,
I'm
yeah,
like,
that's the
okay,
game.
it is Monster Hunter.
Actually, could we do an Apex Rathian? Because I have an Apex Venom Spike, and I'm definitely never going to hunt Apex monsters again.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Do not pick the event one, because Jordan and Duncan and I, and maybe Owen? No, I think it was just Jordan, Duncan, and I tried those the other day, and they're impossible. So just do the regular one if you can. Actually, I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. I will wait for you so you can post it because I don't have just the Apex Rathian quest.
Yeah, that
because-
seems about right.
Well, yeah, because I didn't do Rampages, and I was vindicated because Capcom was like, okay, guys, we get it.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Where do you think he's going?
Maybe to get some food?
Do you think he would do that?
I mean, he has consumed food during the call before. I don't know why I said it like that. Okay, so this fourth out rule. Let me look this up.
Yeah. Do it for
It's
me.
very bizarre. So essentially, it boils down to there was a play that resulted in an appeal, but the Pirates scored because the Nationals did not get a fourth out.
Well, why would the Nationals need a fourth out? That's not, you only need 3. In the game of baseball, you only need 3 outs.
Right, that's why I think I'm confused. That's why I'm confused. It must be made before the defensive team leaves the field. Okay, so any appeal under this rule must be made before the next pitch or any play or attempted play. If the violation occurs during a play which ends a half inning, the appeal must be made before the defensive team leaves the field. Appeals plays may require an umpire to recognize an apparent fourth out. If the third out is made during a play in which an appeal play is sustained or on another runner, the appeal play decision takes precedence in determining the out. If there is more than one appeal during a play that ends a half inning, the defense may elect to take that out that gives the advantage.
So, it sounds like to me, in certain situations, say, there would be a double play to end the inning, but before the defense leaves the field, the offense challenges and says, hey, our runner at second was actually safe.
Yeah, and so basically I guess they need to get a backup out.
So they would have needed, if there were 2 outs and they don't turn the double play, they just think they step on second and walk away, then the inning would continue. But if they just finished off the double play, the umps would be like, no, there were 4 outs, fuck you.
Right. I think that is the gist of it, but it's just obviously very confusing because no one knew what was happening except the umpires, I guess, which good on them. It's time to go ahead and run all without tagging up at third. What the fuck? I'm gonna need a John Boy breakdown on that.
He'll do it.
Yeah, he did a really good one about the massive Mariners-Angels brawl that happened on Sunday.
It's wild that those guys got a fucking deal with fucking Yes Media.
I know. I saw that and I was like, hey, I hate the Yankees, but good for you.
Yeah, get that
Like-
bag, Jom Boy.
Jom boy.
The boy of Jom. He's got the applesauce that I crave.
But yeah, very cool for them. I was just like, man, I wish I could like kind of watch to see what they say, but I'm not downloading the Yes app.
Yeah. I'm
I
not
cannot
paying the New
stoop
York
that low as a
Yankees any
person.
money.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. The fucking Sox game in San Francisco tomorrow doesn't start until 10:15 p.m.
Jesus Christ.
I hate the West Coast. No, I hate
The West Coast is the worst.
I hate the Eastern time zone is what it really is, but
It's true. Because they're starting the game at a reasonable time on the West Coast.
yeah, it's well no, that's probably a 7:15 start, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if it's 10:15, it would be 7:15 Pacific time.
Yeah, and that's like, yeah, have a
more
night game,
baseball.
San Francisco Giants.
Yeah, so
I
it's
gotta
like,
fucking
yeah,
get
no,
to San
thank you.
Francisco sometime.
Yeah, I would love to go. That ballpark looks.
It looks
absolutely-
incredible. Yeah.
You want to be one of those guys that kayak in the bay and then like fall over trying to get a baseball?
No, I just want to like, walk the concourse a lot. Like,
Yeah,
I like
enjoy
actually.
the stadium.
Yeah, I like when we went to the Reds game, we just like walked the concourse like twice before we found our seats. Like,
Yeah,
I just like seeing the space, and the fucking Great American Ballpark was real nice.
yeah. Did you? I forget. It's been so long now since that was a thing this season. But did I talk to you about the guy who posted that he was going to take a shit in the dump truck at the Reds stadium?
No, this is the first time hearing of this gentleman.
It was when the Reds were on their like horrific.
Oh, their
bender.
bad
Like,
start.
They lost like 20 out of their first 22 games or something. It was something ridiculous like that. And as a form of protest, he put out on Reddit that he was going to climb up the tower and take a shit in the dump truck that's positioned on top in right field. and like everyone was rallying around him. They're like, dude, you do it. You take that shit. And of course, the game he was originally supposed to do it got rained out, and then I don't think it ever actually happened. But
Cowardice.
I know. The ideal was there, and I appreciated it. Because Red ownership is terrible.
It's not good. Most ownership is terrible, it turns out.
Yeah. Especially when your owner is like, hey, what are you going to do? Not watch the games anymore? Like, it's like, I mean, yes. That is what's happening in Oakland, and they are currently the worst team in baseball.
I'm also, in August, I'm going to be going to Cleveland to see a White Sox Guardians game.
Ooh, nice. Have you ever been to Progressive Field?
I have not been to Progressive Field.
It's a pretty nice ballpark. I feel like it's kind of small. Like, it feels small for a
Really?
major league
Even though, like,
ballpark.
the outfield is gigantic?
Yeah, like the playing field obviously is normal, but like the stadium itself feels very small.
Interesting. Hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
How come every team in the American League Central except the White Sox has an incredibly fucked up outfield?
I know.
Like, they are all the worst outfields.
Really though, and they are all caverns. Like
And then, like,
Kauffman, huge. Comerica, the biggest.
Yeah.
Target Field, huge.
offensively big.
Yeah.
And then, like,
I still think
at the
I don't
Angels game
remember
yesterday,
if
I'm
they-
like, wait, does that say fucking dead center field is $3.95? What the hell kind of park is
know.
this?
And meanwhile, you're playing in Detroit, and it's like $4.10.
Yeah.
It's like
Are you okay?
that's why, like, you see, there's a great video of Jim Thome hitting the longest home run ever at Progressive Field, and
And
you're
it
like,
bounced off the top of the fence.
holy shit. No, it went out of the ballpark.
Oh wow!
Like, it literally landed on the street that's behind Progressive Field. Like, he just absolutely obliterated it. I think it went like 512 feet or something.
Tommy,
It was
I don't think he has one of the longest home runs at Comiskey too.
He does. He doesn't have the longest, but I think he has like the second.
Is it? Yeah, he's like, it's like him, Frank, and fucking Nomar Mazara are the top three.
Yeah, it's I think it's like Joe Borchard has the official longest home run at the Sox ballpark, which is funny because he's like a no-name guy. But I do remember him being on the team for a while. Was he? Okay, so he was on the 40-man roster for the 05 champions, but
Wow.
he obviously did not see any playing time. Longest home run guaranteed rate field. Yep, Joe Borchard. Hit a 504-foot home run right center field off of Philadelphia Phillies pitcher Brett Myers. So that must have, I mean, that had to have landed like in the concourse in right center.
Yeah. Is this? I think I was there for Eloy Jimenez's 462-foot home run.
Oh, damn. Yeah, let me see. Where's Progressive Field? Oh, I was 1 foot off. It was 511 feet, which is absurd.
That's messed up.
Yeah, here, I know it's a little bit blurry, shall we say, because it's back in like 2000 or 1999, so the pixels aren't great, but
Oh, never
you will
mind.
see
Okay.
how
I'm trying to find the
far
Eloy
it
one.
went.
It was not the 462. It might be 449.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was not that. What the heck? I'm
What
gonna find
the
it. It went very far. Also, that dude is having a struggle of a time in AAA currently.
Who, Eloy?
Yes.
Ooh, that's not good.
No. One
They
might...
need him badly.
I mean, but, like, I hate to say this, but, like, do they need another borderline DH who isn't good in the outfield? Like, or isn't good anywhere on the field? Like, we have so many, and, like...
That's true.
At what point is he a marginal upgrade over, like, a platoon of Sheets and Berger? Especially
Right,
since
and I mean-
he can never stay healthy.
Yeah, he gets injured every other second. Well, it was funny because originally I was like, oh, Jake Berger's probably going to be a trade piece. And he might still be, but, like, that dude carried the offense for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I would say carried, but he was the only offense for a while. But yeah, I'm glad to see Andrew Vaughn still doing well. I want him to stick around. Although he needs to get a different number. I don't want him wearing Jim Tomey's number. Although maybe it's more of like a rite of passage thing. Like maybe 25 should just be like the giant power hitter
With high socks.
with high socks and just like similar builds.
Okay, I have finally found the long Eloy home run that I was here for, which is actually his 10th longest, which is pretty absurd.
Oh, damn.
So if you go slow when it goes into the stands, since the White Sox were losing 10-1 in the bottom of the ninth, you can see me, my dad, and my dad's friend walking away. And
As the ball's like coming towards you.
yeah,
Let me see.
You could see me just stand there and watch as the two old
Oh
men.
yeah, there you are.
Yeah, and I just stand there and watch, and I'm like, damn.
You're in the great turtleneck, Jesus, the great tank top, right?
Yeah,
Funny.
you can.
Yep.
Right at
just
the
chilling.
end, for like a single frame, you can see my arm start to turn, and you could see the barest hint of my first tattoo.
Yeah. Let me send, because it's funny that we're talking about this, because my dad and I just had this conversation, because he was trying to remember a game we went to for fucking ever ago. Let's see. Because he was trying to remember something about it, and so I, like, went to that game, because I, like, looked it up on Baseball Reference. And I was watching it, and I was like, holy shit, there we are. Like in the replay of Mike Trout hitting a home run.
Oh wow!
I was like, well, shit. There we are.
That Jim Thome home run, that baseball went very far.
Yes, it was literally, I think, the only ball that's ever actually left Progressive Field.
Okay,
Let me see if I can narrow it down.
Let's try and find my friend Owen Carlos in these MLB highlights.
So if you stop on 15 seconds, we are like literally a row or two rows behind where the ball lands.
Oh, I think I
You
might
see me turn to my dad and be like, holy shit.
Let's put this playback speed on very slow. Because they're zooming into the stands now.
Mm-hmm. We're on the end of the row.
Oh, I think am I locked in? Yeah, there's you turning in your zip up sweatshirt.
Yep.
Your zip up hoodie.
Which was funny because we were literally talking about, so that was like the first time we had ever seen Mike Trout in person. Because that was like right after his incredible rookie year.
Yeah.
And we were just talking, my dad was like joking around like, oh, I wonder how good this guy is. And then he promptly just obliterated a ball. We're like, oh, yeah, he must be pretty good.
He's okay, yeah.
Yeah, he almost won, the MVP in his rookie year, but...
I mean, he's not
Yeah.
Ted Williams, so like how good can he really be?
Right. He doesn't have a lifetime 366 batting average.
Scrub. Just a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm. It's true. But yeah, it was just so funny.
He had the first slump in his
That
career
game-
this year. He's over.
Who? What?
Trout.
He had the first what?
Like hitting slump of his career this year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and yet he's still like second or first in OPS.
Yeah. People were freaking the fuck out because they're like, Mike Trout hasn't hit a baseball in 2.5 games.
I know. And it was just kind of funny because like people freak out, and I'm like, I mean, the dude is a monster. He's going to come back, but also it's funny that we are 10 years into his career, and people are just now being like, oh, he's like a normal human.
Yeah. 18,000-year-old Goldschmidt is second in OBS. Trout is third, but you were talking OPS plus, right?
I think it was just OPS. Let me see.
Oh, yeah, okay. On base plus slugging, yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yes, that's Trout currently third behind Alvarez and Goldschmidt. Hey,
Right.
how does Houston keep finding guys? Like, what wizardry exists in Houston? Because, like...
The first thing you need to do is absolutely fleece the Los Angeles Dodgers.
I don't
Because
think you're allowed to do that.
I mean, the Astros literally traded like some random relief pitcher for Yordan back in 2016. And the dude pitched like 1.5 season in LA, and I don't think he's definitely not in baseball anymore.
But like,
And then, yeah.
like last year at some point, the White Sox were playing the Astros, and fucking Michael Brantley obliterated us. And I'm like, this guy is like 80 years old, and like, we couldn't sign him for like a $3 million 2-year contract. What's going on? And I look it up, and he has like an OPS of 800, and I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, man, they've got a good scouting department. I feel like,
Is this what it's like to see a team that is managed well?
yeah, now they are. Well, they were managed well back then too, but obviously there's the whole, cheating thing.
Yeah, there was just the decade of sadness and then the cheating thing, and now people being like, fine, their players are also good, but...
Yeah, I think it's finally come around that, like, yes, they were good when they were cheating. It's just a disappointment because they didn't need to cheat.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, they definitely would have been good enough without it. But...
And, like, yeah, every team had a version of that, probably, but, like...
Not to the extent the Astros did.
Not so obvious, at least.
Right.
I am back.
At least those other motherfuckers were subtle. Hey, Tim.
Yeah. Tim, did you hear... I know you heard that we were talking about baseball. Did you hear that I found me and Dad in, like, a really old highlight?
Oh my god, no.
Yeah, from like
Yeah,
2014.
No, I actually just saw that you guys were exchanging baseball things, and I thought it was funny.
Okay. Yeah, so the if you go to the Sox Angels thing I posted, go to around 15 seconds in the video.
Okay.
Like 15 or 16 seconds.
This is the Trout one, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
This is when he hits a home run.
You said 15 seconds.
Yeah, around 15 or 16 seconds. And see if you can spot me and Dad anywhere.
Yeah. So it's a big crowd shot.
It definitely, like 15 seconds, it zoomed in enough that because it literally landed the row in front of us.
Okay. Yeah, oh, okay, I recognize a Dad look. Yep, there we are.
Yep.
Yeah, Dad's in a gray jacket.
Mm-hmm.
You're in,
that old, like, gray pullover sweatshirt I used to have.
Yep.
That's so funny.
Oh, if I watched it in motion, I probably would have found you a lot sooner. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's so funny.
We,
you
Dad,
just remember that happening, so you looked it up or something?
Yeah, well, it started with Dad. He texted me. He's like, hey, you remember when we watched Mike Trout crush a home run? And I was like, yes, I do, actually. Because it was like the first time we had ever seen him in person. And like that was kind of when he had just broken out on the scene.
Yeah, I forgot he was even around back in 2013.
Yeah, that was like when he took the entire world by storm. Well, I say the entire world, the entire baseball world. Yeah.
What's going on?
Chris posting himself from the other video that
Yeah, so that's when like the first shot of the stands happens, and it's like, yeah, those are shapes, and then hey, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
Are you the red one?
No, he's the skinny man in
I'm the skinny
gray
one who has a very burnt neck.
So this is somewhat recent, right?
Yeah.
It looks like somewhat recent, Chris.
Yeah, that was like 2019 because I
I
had
was gonna
my
say,
first
yeah.
tattoo, but
Pandemic.
not my second.
Gotcha. Yeah, it looks.
and
It is
that's-
tank top era, Chris.
Yep, and that's
Yeah.
my dad next to me turning to try and grab the ball that was hit towards us on the concourse, and that's my dad's like work friend who got us the tickets in the Sox jersey.
Yeah, well, you can find the highlight of AJ hitting that home run that Mom ended up getting. I feel like we've seen ourselves in that one before, though.
Yeah, we've seen that one. I remember the first game I took Ella to, Robinson Cano hit a home run literally right at us. And Ella was so pissed because I found it on TV, and like you see me going up to like try and grab the ball, and her just like just vacating. She's just like getting the hell out of Dodge.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that I screenshot is the only time I have ever been anywhere near close to a baseball hit towards me, and I just watch it. Which I think is the cooler thing to do, as my 50-plus-year-old father and his coworker are like, baseball!
Mm-hmm. Or you could just be cool like we were when we all went to the game and we just happened to be sitting on the third base line. Just like randomly popping up
Yeah.
in shots every now and again.
What's that guy? Where's the Tim?
Yeah. But yeah, it was so funny. Dad mentioned that. I was like, I could probably find footage of that game. And then I went in and looked and I was like, oh shit, there we are. And I remembered because it was specifically a night that we went for my birthday because it was free Paul Konerko bobblehead night.
Nice.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Mm.
Oh, that reminds me. So I was just talking to Haley because she just got home. Haley wants to know, Owen, if you would like to go to an Indianapolis Indians game on the 4th. Or
Ooh.
I just didn't know if you were heading back that day or not. So no pressure either way. but
Yeah, what time is the
wanted to
game?
know. I do not know. But
I'm
I'm
gotta go to
assuming
one
it's
of those
probably
sometime.
nighttime.
You know what? Haley probably doesn't even know. Her dad just asked today, and he's like, "Tickets are going fast, so tell us soon." Like,
Are they going fast?
I mean, for 4th of July, I guess.
Yeah, they probably have like a big fireworks show.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see the
Oh.
schedule. Because if it's like a normal night game, unfortunately, I probably can't go.
Yeah,
'cause
it's
I need to
6:15.
go home.
Okay. That's okay. I'll tell him that.
I appreciate.
I
the
just
thought.
didn't know if you needed to head out that day or whatever.
Yeah,
kind of assumed you
unfortunately, I work the morning on Tuesday, so
Yeah.
I would have to leave. But I figured, I mean, if you're cool with it, I would chill for a while and then leave. But I don't know what your guys' plans are for the 4th.
Yeah,
my
that's totally
plan
fine.
is recovery.
Yeah, mostly recovery from
Mostly recovery.
Sorry, I am in the training area trying to figure out what the hell's difference between these
Take
which
your time.
skills are.
That's okay. I'm eating pizza.
Okay, cool.
Uh,
One after bludgeoning attack. Or a leaping slash. Press A. Mark the monster, which looks. That's confusing as hell.
Did I tell you that we're going to swing by Pittsford, New York while
that's
we're
not a
up
real
there?
place.
Oh, yeah.
It is a real place. It's a suburb of Rochester, New York.
Yeah, we can heartily confirm what Dad had said all those years ago, which is that Niagara Falls, Canada is beautiful and cool, and Niagara Falls, New York is a shit sty.
Oh, you swung
Yeah.
by both sides of it?
Yeah, so we stayed in Niagara Falls, New York, and actually, like, there's one stretch that our hotel was on that's kind of cool and nice, but everything else is just a dump. And and also the national park is fucking gorgeous on the U.S. side. So like, at least they got that stuff right. But the town itself is a mess.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
not great.
that's the nicer thing, the more important thing to get right, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, well, I mean, the town itself can't really help it. Probably, I'm sure it's just an industrial wasteland, like a lot of upstate New York became.
Yeah,
We love the Rust Belt. I
a
mean,
lot of cities right on the on the lake.
I genuinely
Mm.
love the Rust Belt. It's upsetting what happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
I mean, Detroit is a great city. It
Yeah.
just sucked that
Yeah, we also stopped in Detroit.
relied on cars, and cars got hit hard.
And
What's
then
weird
the
is
Pizza King of Detroit tried to save them, but he wasn't enough.
Yeah. Rest
when we were
peace,
in
Mike Taylor.
Detroit, like we went to a deli called Mudgee's that was delicious, and I would recommend if anyone's ever in Detroit. But it was just kind of on a random like neighborhood side street. It was a nice area, but I swear to God, I have like a visual memory of being on that exact street the one time we were in Detroit to see a Tigers game.
Oh, really?
Like,
That would.
I just have this visual memory of it.
because was that on like the big main drag that Comerica Park's on?
I don't think it was, but you kind of have to like go on the street to get into town. And I remember Mom and Dad being very like suburban white and being like, "Make sure you keep your windows rolled up, kids."
Right, and make sure you lock your door.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, dude. But yeah, there's like because Ella's cousin lives like maybe about a mile down the road from where the Tigers play.
Okay.
So every time we go visit them, we're like, oh shit, it's right there.
It's right there. And so are the other two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Duncan has a cousin who lives in Detroit or something.
That's where I was going to go see Tame Impala.
Which
Oh,
time?
Detroit?
That was in Little
Yeah, which
Caesars
one?
Arena. Yeah, the first 2 times was supposed to be in Little Caesars Arena.
Oh, Little Caesars Arena.
Yep.
That sounds like... it's like some horrifying, like, Welcome to Thunderdome shit.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, there is a true tragedy of Little
Oh,
Caesars.
Enter Thunderdome, I'm sorry.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
pull up the pictures and throw it in the Discord while you're hopping around of the true tragedy of Little Caesars Arena. Besides the name.
Does something else happen there? Is that like a sports place at all? Or?
That's
Yeah,
where
it's-
the Detroit Red Wings now play.
Do the
Oh,
Pistons
gotcha.
play there too now?
Probably.
Okay, because I know they used to play in like Auburn Hills, which is like on the opposite end of the city, and no one liked it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they probably changed that since they built Little Caesars.
But oh my god, yeah, get that whatever Enter Canada app thing is.
Yeah, I told Ella to get it, so we both have it on our phones now.
Okay, good.
Enter Canned Man.
Because we basically nice. We basically like we not only angered the border official, but like got her to voice her anger with the government and the bureaucracy of what she has to do every day.
Jesus, just by trying to enter the country?
Yeah, so I mean, like, it started as her being annoyed that we hadn't done the right thing or filled out or got the app or whatever, and kind of transitioned to her being like, they don't tell anyone. Like, I have to do this every single day, all day. And we're like,
Oh,
we just want to get in Canada.
we just want.
We had our passports and vax cards ready and everything, and we thought that we were good. But anyway.
And I mean, we're still going to have to bring that anyway. Like, it's annoying that. I mean, I guess it's just so they know we registered already, I guess.
Yeah. Well, and what's funny is going back into New York, it was just a guy who was like, hey, what's your country of residence? And we're like, U.S. It like says on our passports, and he's like, all right, you're good.
Yeah, they don't care when you're leaving.
I mean, it makes sense because we're like quite clearly residents of the U.S., but
Yeah.
But
it was funny because I went to go like log our trip of like the days we'll be there, and they're like, you cannot do this before 72 hours from your trip. And I was like, Jesus, okay.
Oh wow!
I won't
Well,
do
okay,
it.
we would have been extra screwed then because we wouldn't have figured it out soon enough.
Yeah, so we have to wait until 72 hours from when we're going to be entering Canada to fill it out.
Okay. I mean, we were like busy as fuck leading right up to vacation, so that wouldn't have made any difference for us. I think.
Yeah.
I'm just glad you I was like, internally, just like, I literally don't care how mad you get at me as long as you let us into the country.
Right. Like, I'm never
But,
going
like-
to see you again.
Yeah, you could make the biggest fool out of me ever, and as long as you let me through this border, I do not care.
I like how we post baseball stuff. Jordan sleeps. Chris posts things about hockey. Jordan's away.
A picture
Yeah.
of a single place where one team plays hockey from above, and he immediately is just like, I have opinions.
Oh no. Is the tragedy that they changed out the logo?
Yeah, the tragedy is like what was proposed versus what actually happened. Like that cool, like red,
Oh, man.
like red stained.
That
glass
would have been
room.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And instead, it's just fucking pizza.
Pizza.
Which,
With,
by
like,
the way, there is just like the only pizza brand in Canada is Pizza Pizza.
pizza. There's also Pizza 73.
Okay.
Is it
I
like
missed
actually
Pizza
called
73.
Pizza?
It is, but it is not Little Caesars. It is Pizza Pizza.
I think Boston Pizza is also a thing there for some reason.
Huh.
I don't understand Canada.
Tim Hortons is like,
Everywhere.
I think it felt to me more prevalent than even McDonald's is in the United States.
That's
There was
insane.
Tim Hortons fucking everywhere.
How
Do they have Tim Hortons in Indy?
I think
I don't think so.
I think that Columbus is like the furthest away from Canada they have gotten.
I was gonna say there's like a couple Tim Hortons out here.
Yeah, I had heard of them, so I think I have seen one before, but they're definitely not around here.
Did you go to one?
Did you get some
no.
bits?
Which I felt like we needed to go to one, but we didn't end up doing it. They had one at the zoo, but we ended up getting I got some poutine instead.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
It looks like there's a bunch of Tim Hortons along like the I-75 corridor from Cincinnati on north.
Yeah.
And then,
I don't know why Ohio of all. I mean,
and
I
then
guess
there's
close
four
to-
near Fort Wayne.
Huh.
Yeah. Anyway, I haven't heard very pleasant things about Tim Hortons as an establishment.
Really?
No,
That's funny.
everyone says that it's like shit.
Why are there so many?
Canada's main
I mean-
export.
I guess it's a fast food place, right?
It's kind of like a Dunkin' Donuts-esque place. Like they
Oh.
sell donuts and coffee
Yeah.
and like breakfast food.
Because I was wondering if, like, because of the name thing, if it was like a Bob Evans or something, but it's more fast foody than that.
Yeah, it's basically just a Dunkin' Donuts.
Yes, it's
Okay.
yeah. How
The
many
Canada.
McDonald's?
The Hardee's of Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay, so let's round up and say there are about 10 times as many people in the U.S. as there are in Canada. Canada's about 40 million. U.S. is like 350 million. Close enough. There
Yeah.
are 3,530 Tim Hortons in Canada, and there are 13,366 McDonald's across the entire U.S. So
So they have
Wait,
more
so-
Tim Hortons. Oh no.
yeah, so there's way more Tim Hortons per capita than there
Per
are
capita.
than there are
Oh.
McDonald's. Like twice as many.
That's- Yeah, that seems about right.
I was gonna say, Tim, you didn't get Tim bits.
And no,
Your name's in it.
unfortunately. And considering Toronto is like most of the Canadian population, I have to assume the fact that
Yeah,
we
it's the
saw
most
many
populated
Tim Hortons there is not surprising.
city. Yeah.
No, we managed to not eat at like a single corporation
Nice.
establishment,
Nice.
which was cool. Yeah.
Yeah. We splurged and we're gonna have dinner in the CN Tower.
Oh, cool.
Ooh, that'll be cool.
For
Yeah.
like
Yeah, we didn't go up there.
yeah, it's gonna be like a celebration of Ella finishing her half Ironman, and then kind of like a anniversary dinner because it's like kind of close.
Yeah, we had.
Weeks away.
We went to a restaurant. I think it was called Nami, and we just pretty much went all out and got hot pot there.
Yeah, I saw Haley post
and it
that.
was
fucking
so
amazing.
good. Straight up beef sukiyaki.
Mhm.
I hadn't had hot pot since I was literally in Japan. And
Yeah.
it cost so much money, but was so worth it.
Yeah.
We never spend like a ton of money on food, but if you're gonna like,
You
that's
may as well
something to
go
do it
all
on.
out. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's so funny. Were you like, I mean, I'm sure your excitement to see Joe, because you went to go eat there before you went to the concert, right?
Mhm. Yeah, it was great. It was like a 8-minute walk away from the concert hall.
Oh, nice. I know, like, I think the just sheer excitement of seeing Joe Hisaishi in concert would have kept me awake, but like, if I had eaten all that food and then went and sat in a
Mhm.
warm theater in the dark, I probably would have passed out.
I mean, that's what's perfect about like
How long have you been waiting with a quest?
a while, but whatever.
Because I was just googling population numbers of Toronto.
I see. That's whatever.